So, hello, all my peeps out there in Peepland, or all my flower people out there in Flowerland. Honestly, it's probably accurately more all me artists out there in Artist Land, or all me boring people out there in boring people land. I am a boring person myself. I am definitely, I'm not a peer or anything like that, but I'm definitely an artist and a boring one at that. But I'm proud of it. I embrace this. I embrace this title. Yes. I am a boring artist and I'm proud of it. So, but yeah, so far I've spent I filmed all these videos so far on Monday, February the 24th, 2025. So, and this is also Monday, February, this is also Monday, February the 24th, 2025. And so I ended up counting it up, and I just spent essentially an hour doing these three petals, 20 minutes a piece on each petal. So now I'm definitely going to go as far as I can hopefully without being interrupted yet, um, for another 20 minutes. And I am now going to, okay. I am now going to start coloring in these petals, one, two, three. And, obviously I'm going to move on to this one next, but first I'm going to establish this one and see how I'm going to color this. And I've already decided I'm going to go ahead and color the outside of the petal. And that's going to be turning this picture. And I can't tell which is up or down with this picture. I can't. So, yeah. There you go. Um, Hopefully it's not making you dizzy or making you think or feel that it's upside down. Because to me, I can't even make out what I'm looking at here, even with coloring it. So for me, there is no up or down. There just is. It's like, that spiritualism kind of thing. There's just being. It just is. It just exists. There's no right or wrong. There's just existence. You know, that kind of weird thing. And at least for this picture, that definitely seems to be the truth. And I do have to say, after all this coloring, thankfully, I don't know, maybe it's just some odd thing, but I've been really full and backed up and sick because of it, because my guts are still not working, you know, um, unfortunately. But thankfully, it looks like I might be able to eat here. So that's nice to be able to actually eat something, because my guts are also backed up and they're not moving food forward very quickly, and in some days at all, which makes it very tough. But I don't know, it's like just sitting here and coloring in this room, which is different than, the sick room. um I don't know, I guess it expended enough energy, or it got me up enough. I don't know what. But I haven't been doing anything. I've just been sitting here coloring, but that was enough. And thankfully, I might be able to actually eat something here. So that would be nice, you know. So I think after this video, maybe one more if I can pull it off. I'm actually going to try eating. So that's nice if I can actually eat, you know. I mean, you have no idea the stuff that you end up grateful for when you're really sick. Just being able to take a shower, just being able to, I mean, it's the same thing that you end up grateful for when you're homeless too. But just being able to take a shower, just being able to be clean, it's just the greatest feeling in the world, just being able to even just, scrub up, scrub the dirt off you, scrub all the sweat and everything. It's the greatest feeling in the world just to be able to scrub off, kind of feels like you're scrubbing off the illness itself, at least at the beginning there. Sorry, my hand is hurting a little bit. But yeah, just being able to get up and move to another room and do this is such, and have, you know, peaceful silence. And then, man, I can't even remember what all else. But yeah, not being barfy is really a gift. Not being nauseous. There we go. Not being nauseous is really a gift. Not being dehydrated is really a gift. Being able to sleep, or being able to sleep through the night instead of waking up in the middle of the night, just, you know, in all that darkness, just sick, which is, that's just common. That's an everyday thing. It's weird. It's like I still haven't gotten used to it. Being able to fall asleep at all, that's a gift, you know? Things that, I don't know, I know that when I was younger, I I don't know how else to put it. I didn't even take them for granted because there was nothing to take for granted. You needed to sleep, and so you did your best to try to sleep, even though you couldn't really sleep because your mind was always going. But it's different to not be able to fall asleep because you're sick, because you just feel lousy, you know, and then your mind is constantly going anyway. So yeah, this is really really nice to be able to sit here and do this artwork in a totally different room, in my favorite room of all, you know, the front room, which, until I got so sick, it was my room. This front room here was my room, my bedroom. And then I got really really sick, and you know, and I always try to move back into this front bedroom, but this front room was it was initially like the guest room, you know. it, and it's pretty much open. It's like right connected. You could say it's like a study area, where usually it'd be a library, but turned it into a guest room, because needed to. And then stuff started happening. People started getting sick, and then COVID hit, and then people got, you know, no one could visit anymore, and then, stuff happens. And then I got stuck here. And I was like, I'm gonna make the best of it. And so I have, you know. But I was usually, if it wasn't me spending time in the guest room, it was my sister. My brother, he was 7 years younger than me, so he was still living at home at the time. And then, every once in a while, family would pass through, and of course, they used the guest room, you know. And I'm very happy that my brother, even though he's worked retail his whole life, somehow through retail and YouTube, he managed to, save up enough money and buy a house. I have no clue how he did that. It took him like what, 7 to 10 years or something like that. Unbelievable. But he got very, very lucky on YouTube because he did get really big. So that helped a lot. I do know that helped a lot. That my parents were nice with him, probably because he was the youngest and a male. They decided that he didn't have to pay rent, so you know. And I don't know. It's just some people call it a Buddhist blessing, some people call it a Christian blessing, whatever. I have been taught that even though things have not gone well for me at all, things have gone really, really bad for me. I do need to be grateful because my brother being able to move out allowed me to be able to use what used to be his old bedroom, when I'm sick now, because that's actually a proper bedroom. It's very tiny. It's very, very tiny, but it's connected to the bathroom because it's a Jack and Jill thing. And being so sick, that has actually helped me out a lot because I can literally pretty much roll out of bed and into the bathroom, which helps, you know. It doesn't help with the smells coming from the bathroom, but it does help when you get as sick as I've been, to be able to just crawl right into the bathroom from your bed. That helps so much. You have no idea. It's so much better than, you know, having to have bedpans and whatnot, like right next to your bed, even though it's a fight and really hard and a struggle at times to get to the bathroom. It's so much better to, you know, to be sick in a bathroom rather than your own room. Because then if you're sick in your own room and, my problem, you don't have anyone to help you, it's not like you can just carry all of that to the bathroom at all, you know. That's really a mess. So boy, it's very loud to my ears, but I hope that you're not hearing the very loud music that the neighbors are playing. We had some exceedingly rude neighbors move in like a year or two ago, and they're not very nice. They're very mean. They've been very mean to my mom, which is very odd because everyone has liked my mom. Everyone. And but yeah. I don't know. You know what? I think I'll go ahead and start painting this in. Cuz I'm not sure about this one. I know that these paper mates, you can let it sit around for like days and go back and it'll be just as liquid as it was like the very first few minutes that you put it down, but and I know for positive the same thing is true with this Energel, this Pentel Energel pen. It's a point 0.5, but just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and start painting this in now. So I know that the lighting might not be so great in here. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully it's not that bad. And oh wow, oh man, that's way better than the Pentel. Wow. I knew these Energels were just like pure liquid, and I knew that they were absolutely terrible when it came to permanency, but I had no idea how good they were when it came to painting. This is fantastic. Man, it's like completely liquefying. I don't even really have to worry about any leftover lines or anything. This is fantastic. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I love that. That is so gorgeous. Just in case, I really hope that I don't get a copyright violation because of the music that is being played, just blasting loud right next door here, just right across the street. I have no control over that, and it's not like I can get the neighbors to quiet down either. They're, let me just say, they're not good people. They're they've been a real problem, you know. And I don't know what's going on. I know that the neighborhood has to have given them noise complaints, but they're not. They've been here about like 2 years now, and they haven't quieted down one bit. Actually, since it's 2025 now, technically this might be like 3 years, but I haven't really been counting. I've been so busy with my own life, so. And this room, I will say, this room is, it's not like in the front of the house, but I mean, it is technically in the front of the house, but it's in a kind of like a little tucked away alcove, sort of, because we got like a little garden area and whatnot. But it is technically in the front of the house, so any noise coming in is gonna, even though the windows are closed tight, you know, and I do have the Venetian blinds drawn. It's the noise is going to penetrate a lot worse than it does on the side of the house near the back, which is where, you know, the sick room is. I now call it the sick room because that's literally what it is, you know. This sure is pretty. It is so gorgeous. And I know it's a huge, like, because it's such a teal color, it's like a huge contrast to the purple. It doesn't even go with the purple, but I really like these colors and I really wanted to use them. So, and I really like this teal, so I really wanted to use that. So I'm using it. Yay. Boy, there's some weird like scraping noises coming from next door. I don't know what the heck. Those people really scare me. So, yeah. I want to do one more video at least. Well, I have the quote quietness unquote, but unfortunately the neighbors might be ruining that. Never once did I ever think or consider the neighbors in this equation. When they first moved in, I had to, but I mean, I wasn't even doing this YouTube channel then. I was trying to do other art channels, but it wasn't, again, it wasn't working out, you know. That looks pretty good. That's real pretty. It's interesting, even though, I quit putting water on this, it's like it's bleeding out. Even though I'm not painting on it anymore. It's odd and interesting. Oh, well, that's the end of this video with how upset my gut is and the loud music of the neighbors. I'm going to go and try to eat something, and hopefully I'll be able to do one more. But even if I can't, and more than likely I won't be able to. But I just thank you so much for stopping by. I can't tell you how glad I am for being able to do this and being able to show you all this. And those colors look even worse on camera. They don't combine at all. But I'm glad I did it anyway. I'm glad I'm doing this anyway. And I'm so happy I did this. I knew I needed to just stop my life and stop all the stuff that I needed to do, and I needed to sit down. I'm so glad I have this astrological artist channel, because if it wasn't for having this channel, I wouldn't stop my life and sit down and do this. And this is really helping me mentally and emotionally. And I knew it would help me. And I never put any credence in any of this, your emotions actually have bearing on your health. Um, I've always, that's always been a pile of crap to me, but it looks like it might actually have merit, you know? So it'd be nice if I could truly make myself healthy just through doing art and just through engaging in things that make me feel good. And it'd be even better if I could make others healthy by showing them these, quote, boring, unquote, nothing videos, and I call them peaceful. I call them, pe- you know, my quote for myself in these videos is, quote, peaceful, still, beautiful, and enjoyable. And, unquote. So there's my quote for my videos, what I call them. So, but yeah, yeah. I say this is peaceful, this is wonderful, this is enjoyable, this is relaxing, and it also gets you to just it's a form of meditation. It gets you to stop your mind and try to focus on the physical world and just what you're doing right now, instead of all of the troubles, all of the problems, all of even your own physical body. This can kind of take you out of your own physical body, and it puts you into something good and uplifting. And that's at least what this artwork has done for me. And I am going to start up a coloring book, um so you can, buy little coloring book pages for like $1 to $3. um and I do have an astrological artist Patreon channel. I got an astrological artist Ko-fi channel up and going. I'll go ahead and I'll start trying to put up like coloring book pages there, so that way you can color along with me. That would be nice. I'd like to do that. I never even thought of that. I was just gonna post these little coloring book pages just to try to make a buck or two, because I need it so badly. But yeah, maybe I can do colorings along with my audience. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Till the next video, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for enjoying this with me. And this made me feel so much better. And I hope that I healed someone out there also doing this. So, and I can't tell you how much, even though I'm really dehydrated, I'm even having a hard time talking now because my mouth is so dry. I need to stop here and drink a lot of water. But yeah, I don't know. That's it for now. Thanks, and I gotta go. Bye.